good to see everybody.
Getting ready to have a good time today.
Getting ready to have a good time today.
Yeah. Welcome everybody. Welcome to
today's Ask Me Anything. Anything can happen.
It's so
live stream, and it's so good to see you. And this is
the one and only Simeon Amber.
The one and only Simeon Amber here with PraiseTracks.com, home of the joyful sound. It's so great to see you.
So great to see you. Okay.
So great to see you. Okay. Are we having an echo? A huge echo. Okay. So we're gonna figure that out.
So let me fade out.
So let me fade out.
Let me fade out the music here. Just having so much fun here. Okay, we got a double echo here. So let me see what's going on with this. Okay. So we've got it here. And let me just see. 2 Simeons today. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's going on here. I think it's got to be something in Oh, is it good now? Okay, so am I Oh, okay. So let me see something here.
Okay. So let me see something here.
Okay,
Hey.
let's see.
Okay, let's see.
Is it double here?
Is it double here?
Is it double there?
Is it double there?
Okay, are you hearing just one of
Okay, are you hearing just one
of me or 2 of me here?
Are you hearing one of me or 2 of me here?
Okay. Okay, is the side camera doing
is the side camera doing the
here.
Okay, it's doing an echo here. Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting.
There it is. I see it. I see it. Okay, good. That was what it was. Yeah, that's what you get in trouble with when you're trying new things. Okay, let's just check it one more time. Okay, 1, is this just me right here? Just one voice here? Okay, can you hear just one? Okay, yeah. There we go. Yeah, so what it was doing, it was, since it was a new video source, it created a new audio source. So it was picking up the mic on the side camera. But yeah, why not? Why not? Let's just have another camera angle. Why not? Why don't we? Okay, so this is going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, man, it's just like, it's so much fun. So I'm just going to crank up the music just a little bit more, just kind of take our breath and kind of see what we're going to do today. I just love it. And I always got to show you my good friend, Dick's Music Studio. And I love this channel. It's just full of a lot of fun and inspiration for me. I just love sitting and pulling up through the videos and just kind of playing around with them. It's just a lot of fun. So today, if you've not, if you see the link in the description for the Ask Me Anything form, that's where I'm going to pull the questions from, and I'm going to keep my eye on the chat as well, and that way we can, make sure we have some bonus things. But I just wanted to kind of wanted to make this just a little different live stream. We're going to take a look at a couple of instruments. Of course, we can't have a live stream without taking a look at a couple of new virtual instruments and just sharing. But I just thought it would be a great opportunity for you guys, all of you who have shown so much wonderful support. It's just been such a great journey. And at the beginning of the year, it's just good let's see, getting to know you, getting to know all about you. It's good to get to know each other. I want you to know about me and what my heart is for the channel and how I can help you as musicians and creators and composers and whatever. And so these are great things. And I'm going to try to do these every once in a while, maybe every other month, just do an Ask Me Anything session. And then you can use the link in the description to submit your question, and we'll pull them from there. So, Before we get started, and there's something I'm just going to see if okay. Yeah, so that was actually, and I kind of peeked at some of the questions. So just to not be totally surprised. But yeah, that was one of the questions. And if it comes up, we can have some fun with that. But yeah, I just got to show you this. And yeah, Puss in Boots. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard of this movie. It is really
We are gathered
fun.
here today to say goodbye to Puss in Boots.
It's just, it was such a surprising movie
You are
for
down
me.
to your last life. You need to.
I love this movie, and it was like I wasn't quite sure if I was going to like it or not, and then I actually saw a guy on YouTube who was in the same position. Well, I don't know if this is going to be a decent movie or not, and we went Monday, and it was fantastic. I really enjoyed it so much. You've got to do it. Who's your favorite fearless hero? Who is your favorite fearless hero? Puss in Boots. Yeah, I am Puss in Boots. Yeah, it's great. So that's a little fun thing that we did earlier this week, and I really recommend. I can recommend this. Recommend it highly. So let's do this. Let's take a look at our first library, and this kind of. It seems like these developers they don't give me much warning, and so many of the times it's like you see it at the same time that I see it. I mean, sometimes I do get a couple of days maybe to take a look at something before it's actually launched, but most of the time it's like I see it when you see it. I'm starting the question maybe a little bit early, but I always love to answer the questions you guys put in the chat. I tell you what, I love. I think because it influenced me so much, I love the Star Wars soundtracks, but I tell you, my favorite soundtrack is the one that I'm listening to at the moment, and because it's just so many things happen. I guess that inspired me so much. There's so many beautiful soundtracks out there. I think this movie that I'm thinking about, Les Miserables, with Anne Hathaway and Hugh Jackman, I saw that many years ago when it came out, and it just impacted me so much. It was just amazing. Yeah, anything by John Williams is absolutely beautiful. I love the Sabrina soundtrack from John Williams. Now, this was a remake of the original Sabrina movie, and John Williams did the score. And if you watch in the movie, he's actually playing the piano in that. So it's great. And Anders, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that right off the bat. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like Hearth and Hollow. Yeah, Hearth and Hollow is a fabulous library from Piano Book Artist, and it does have so much heart. And I've got to check out Anne's. I think she did some Christmas movies, and she is a very gifted and talented composer. But let's do this. Let's go ahead and take a look at like our first thing real quick, and then we're just going to have some time just talking about some different things, talking about life, virtual instruments, all of that stuff. So OCTA is something brand new from Chris Hein and Best Service. And I've been watching some of the walkthroughs. I guess they call it an audio manual. And it's just something when you get something and you're trying to figure it out. And this engine that he's developed is very, very powerful. And so we're going to just take a quick look at OCTA, and we're going to just have some fun with this and just kind of explore OCTA. Now, OCTA does not require the full version of Kontakt. I know that's and the good thing about this is the summer of sound is coming. I think we're in winter, but I always look forward to the summer of sound at Native Instruments, because that is a prime opportunity to upgrade to the full version of Kontakt if you don't have it. But thankfully, this does not require the full version of Kontakt, and it comes in one NKI, and then you have a folder of individual instruments here. But let's just load up the main Octa NKI here. Yes, summer seems a long, long way away for sure. Yeah, we've having snow flurries and all kinds of stuff here where I am. Okay, so it loads up here. Mallet's nice and simple. And let's, okay, let's close this. Okay, so let's just kind of play. You know, and I was thinking about that, Bernie, that price tag it's up there. I think one of the reasons why it is at that price point is because this thing, the engine, they've done so much work with this engine. It's amazing. I can't imagine all the things that they've done in here. So yeah, sign up for the newsletters. And that's always a good idea. So let's just kind of it's got over 100 different instruments in there, and then a lot of these multi-level or multi-layered instruments, usually you're limited to 4 sounds, but with Octa, one of the things is 8. They've got 8, so that's kind of cool. Listen to that ring out like that. And I think one of the cool things is they layer the different attacks and different things layering on top of each other, and that's what gives it. We've got xylophone here, and the second one, we have, let's see, let's just click on the, let's see, Sensula, and then we have dynamic xylophone here. And here we go. Yeah, that way, let's see. Okay, we can kind of, you see what I'm talking about? There's the mixer page. Okay, there we go. Well, I was thinking that you could just click on the channel and, but that's this, okay. So this is just like the main thing there. And then the Sensula and the dynamic xylophone. Let's go ahead and drop down to another preset here. Let's go to Bell Magic. This is really neat. I mean, I think they did such a great job pulling all of these things together. Got wine glasses, glockenspiel, space bells. Little CPU going here. Okay, so the key switches, they are turning on. If you look at the mixer page, so it switches between different sets of different. Okay, so this is all. So this key switch down here, the lowest A, you can see it in the orange. This turns all the parts on. And you come up here to the C. and this, the C sharp mutes some things. So you can selectively enable different channel slots. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay, so let's see if we can just, okay, key switch is C0, okay. So we can disable it with this. Okay, here we go, let's see. Yeah, I'm seeing the different key switches, and that's programmable too. There's a way that you can program, assign those key switches in the main, because we've got this here, C0, C sharp 0. I've just got to figure out a way that you can edit that, but you can. I know that you can do that. So let's go ahead and try something else. Let's go to harp bells. I'm sorry I get overwhelmed sometimes, because it's like I'm looking at this stuff and it's like looking into a universe of sounds. And okay, so this has got harp and bells and this ovation. Let me just solo this ovation stereo here, and we can just click on that. We've got a ton of effects here. There's like 20 different effects that you can insert in this matrix. We've got insert effects, and then we've got like reverbs and delays for each part. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Okay, yeah, there we go. Let's see. Yeah, it's got a ton of customizations that we can go through here. That's the thing. That is why they just really spent a lot of time with giving us so many different things that we can do with this flexibility. Look at the harp here. Oh wow. Let me turn off the effects, and so we can just hear the. Let's see if we can do that. How can we do that? Okay, wow. Oh, okay, effects bypass. Hey, why not? Here we go. It's getting like a little koto-ish. Let's get into a different key. And let's listen to that ovation again. We'll just solo that. So the ovation is kind of like an electric acoustic, and then the glockenspiel. Yeah, that's real low. And we've got the mixer here. Very cool. Wine glasses. Really neat. Okay, let's go back to the effects, and let's go ahead and put the effects back in there. Wow. And not solo it. Let's hear everything. The layers. That's what makes this so cool. Let's see what we've got down here. We've got a DX7. Yeah, we've got like a... That's huge. This is what I love about instruments, dynamics. So you can get real kind of and then slam it. Something goes all the way from soft to just right in your face, and that is what I love. And that is why I love this SL88 keyboard, because it has just some of the softest dynamics that I've ever played, but then you can dig into it and get some really big, powerful dynamics out of this. Okay, let's go. Okay, and I like the fact that we've got a lot of different ways that we can categorize and be able to filter out things. Let's go to pads and strings, and let's go to Christmas strings. I'm kind of in a Christmassy mood today for some reason. And then it's loading this up. Yeah, and every once in a while I'll see that CPU meter in Kontakt jump up to 80%, because there's a lot of stuff going on. And one of the things that I would imagine it would have to be in the convolution engine. So let me just try to load this again. Let me try to load this again. Let me close this and open it again. And let's just see, let's try this. Okay. So this is a key stack. We've got some vibes, piano, upright piano, stage piano, Sansula, Glockenspiel, man. And a big synth pad there. Wow. That's big. Just one patch, and listen to all the stuff going on. Here we go again. It can get soft. And the key switches down here. Wow. Yeah, Halvard, let me see what we can do. I think we can go to the main. Yeah, so right here, let's see if I can zoom in on this. Yeah, so right here for each part, we can detune. We can detune these. So let's see what happens here. Let's just do it kind of. Let's do it kind of weird, just to let us see what we can do. Yeah. So we can detune them. I'm going to control click, and then that will get us back that'll get us back to where we want to be. No, it won't. Let's see. What did it do? Okay, the transpose. Okay, so you can transpose and then you can detune. So you've got basically a coarse tuning and okay, something's not exactly where it needs to be. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Let's see. See what you did, Halvard? There we go. This too. I want to make sure that I don't overdrive things. So I'm going to put in my little happy VU meter here. Okay. Thank you guys. Listen to all of that stuff going on. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Bring this up a little bit more. Okay, yeah. Hopefully that'll help get things going. Yeah, and the octa is just really coming on really strong. And yes, we can. So David, yes, we can. So we can go to this, let's see what we can do here. I know that we can do that because I saw it in the main. Okay, yeah, key ranges. We've got key ranges that we can set. It looks like they're all, okay, learn. Okay, let's do this. Let's just learn this. And let's see. So F2, and then I thought there was like a map that we could see the key ranges, but I think it's like, it could be like in the sequencer page, but I know that we can do that. So this right here, this key range, here's where we can set the key ranges here, and then that will help us to be able to do splits and layers. And this is cool too. Each sound also, we can have different velocity scaling going on with this. It's like they really gave us so much that we can do with it. Let's go ahead and go to the XY, one of the XY pad presets here, and go to plucked. And let's go to mallet, and let's see, did that, okay, that didn't remember. I'm gonna go to settings, and I'm gonna assign this XY pad to 18 and 19. 18 and 19 is what I have it set up here. And now I can take the joystick on the SL88 and control this XY pad and go between the 8 different layers. So let's see, here we go. Okay, now we're a little bit too low now. Okay, so let's do this. Dun 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 dun. Let's see, here we go. Let's see, let's pull this up. This thing is so deep. It is so deep, and that's why I was trying to spend some time to have the ability to mix with that joystick up to 8 sound sources. That's a big step, I think. And then we can automate the pad. So now the pad is just kind of doing its own thing, and you can record your own movements and have those stored, and it'll cycle through that. Okay, on the main page, yeah. The main page is where we have key splits, but man, I'm trying to figure out how we can see those keys, the key map itself. But let's just go into something else. Okay. And okay. Okay. Thank you. There we go. There we go. Thank you, David. I mean, Justin, thank you. Wow. Okay, so yeah, I'll have to check into that. I love what Michael Giacchino has done. I love the Ratatouille soundtrack. I love that soundtrack. It's great. Okay, yeah. So you can, if you have the, let's go to just let's go to like a big piano and keys thing, and see, and just take a look at that. Now that we know where to find that. Okay, come on. I might be having an issue. I might need to batch resave this, and because it's like it gets a little it gets stuck. It seems like, and this is okay. You know what? I might need to do this in Kontakt 7. Let me see. Let me see if I can do that. Let me see if I can do that in Kontakt 7. And so this is something. Let me see. So this is Kontakt 7, and honestly, I've not gotten into this a whole lot, because I'm so used to Kontakt 6, and I don't have the full version yet. So let's just go ahead and go to Kontakt 7 with this and load this up. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, that's the simple instruments. Okay, good. So let's see. Let's go into Kontakt 7, and let's load this. Let's load this up. Load the main instrument up, and that way, we can see if that was the issue there. It's so much fun hanging out with you guys, and you all are such a wonderful help. Yeah, so I will not be batch resaving in Kontakt 7. Not yet anyway. Not yet anyway. There we go. Now let's go back and see if we can load that that keyboard, piano and keys. Okay, so you know what? It's getting stuck here for some reason, or I might just be impatient. So let me just let it go for a little bit. Oh man, that's a good idea too. Make a duplicate of the instrument folder. Make a duplicate of the instrument folder. Good tip. Okay, so it looks like that there's something. Looks like there's something hanging up here. So, oh, there we go. No, I don't think so. Man. So bear with me. I want to see if we can figure this. I want to see if we can figure this out. I'm going to open it back up in Kontakt 6. It's still loading here. And then I'll just show you what I'm doing here. I'm just going to go to this. Yeah, this is live, and you never know what to expect sometimes. So we're going to, and you can just see all of these crazy different libraries. So I'm going to browse to the Octa library and just resave that. Okay, wow, it looks like it did it already. Okay, so let's go back. Yeah, one of the things is you can look into some of these patches. A lot of times they will lock the wrench on you, but this actually lets you kind of take a peek inside of the instrument, which is really interesting. So, okay, let's go see if we can load this keyboard. And the thing is, live streams and stuff are a fun way to flesh out bugs sometimes. It's never the best time, but but we can find something. Yeah. Okay, let's just let it see. I think batch resave just sort of just assigns it to your directories and things. It's almost like a refresh. I'm not exactly sure what it does, but I know it's a good thing to do every once in a while to make sure that things are running right. Okay, so I'm having an issue with it's just sticking on this. So I'm going to have to let's try another piano pad layer. Okay, interesting. I'm not sure exactly what could be going on there. Yeah, that's what it does. Okay. It just kind of personalizes it to your installation. Yeah, but not always. Absolutely. Okay. Man. So what I'm going to do, let's just do this. I'm just going to go ahead and remove the instrument altogether and then just reinsert it. And I'll just kind of bring you along for the ride, guys. And so we could go just Kontakt. And let's see what happens here. Okay, now let me load this back up. Boy, oh boy. You never know what's going to happen, do you? Okay. And if it doesn't work here, then there has to be. There we go. Okay. Boom. There we go. So there was an issue, it seems like, with the sometimes you can reload the instrument and there we go. Very nice. Okay. There we go. I really appreciate these sounds. Nigel, is this the one you were thinking about? I haven't heard that in forever. And then we can use CC11 to bring the pad layers and stuff in. It's just really beautiful. Now that we can load patches, let's go. Yeah, okay, so that was the patch we were trying to load. Let's go to Key Pizziano and see what happens here. Come on, load. Yeah, it does. It is kind of like those multi-layered types of instruments. Okay. Yeah, we're still having some issues loading patches for some reason, and I'm not sure exactly why. But, oh, you know what? Let me try this. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna hit the exclamation point, and now let's try it. Let's try that. Let's try the key pizziano again. Okay, good. We found another solution. So if it gets stuck, the exclamation point icon up in the upper right near the Native Instruments logo, that kind of, I guess, flushes or purges the instrument in some way. So that's a good thing. Good thing. And it's so drenched in effects. I just want to bypass the reverb, or bypass the effects first. Yeah, we can bypass the effects and then we can turn them on and just hear what the difference is. So this is a monochord, a Hohner guitarette, pizzicato ensemble. So we've got some strings, piano, and then some synth things going on. So let's see. Ah, man. And no effects. It slaps. It's like got this unusual slapping when you lay into it, and it must be like... I've got to find out what's doing that. Not the monochord. Not that. Not that. Okay, that pizzicato, when you slam it, it throws in almost like a Bartok pizzicato where it slams that. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, so the piano is doing its thing, and the E piano. It's got that nice bark going on there. So the synth pits and the pizzicato solo, when you lay into it, it gives you that percussive sound. So now let's just fire all of them up. Let's let the analog lead is contributing like a little cool dynamic to it. And this is without effects. I went ahead and bypassed the effects. Let's go ahead and enable these. And let me turn the reverb level down on the pits. Man, that's such a big sound. Okay. Listen to that. Okay, let's see. It's incredible. I was watching a video last night of the Ferris Bueller synth, the Emulator 2, which is kind of like a sampler with some synthesis. And that's, I mean, it's just like you had floppy disk, the big 5 1/4 floppy disk loading in samples at probably 12-bit, 4, 8, 12-bit samples. And now we've got something like this. It's just like we've got like 30 gigabytes of sound, and it's just huge. It's just so huge. Wow. Yeah, 8-bit. Yeah, even at that, it's just crazy. And then the Ensoniq Mirage was like one of the first samplers that I was, introduced to, and it's just crazy. So let's, okay, I'm gonna hit the exclamation point. And Nigel, let's see. So Nigel, so Windows security is a thing. And I did a video about how to add Kontakt, the executable, and like NKIs and NKAs as exclusions, so that it'll kind of bypass some of that. So I wouldn't do it with all the file types, but just the ones that that you can trust, and that way Windows kind of says, okay, so this file is good, so it kind of lets it go. It lets it go past the gatekeeper, so to speak. Yeah, you know what? I've had a couple of Commodore 64s back in the day, and just powerful. Music construction set, and then all of the crazy things with that. Just loved being able to have that experience. That's who I was watching. I watched that last night, and it's a lot of fun. Okay, let's just check out some more of these. Let's go. I want to see. And then we can also create favorites, and let's go to pads and strings and take a look at some, and look at all of the presets that we have. We've got so many. Let's see, let's go to Sparkling Stars, and this makes use of the sequencer. Phoenix, I guess I've not gotten into football. I guess if anything, I used to really love college basketball, because being in the bluegrass state, back in the day, I really enjoyed watching college basketball, and I loved the rivalries and that kind of thing. But here lately, it's just been kind of nuts with the way that all the stuff's going on. And I do remember Pong. I think we all, most of us that are, probably most of us watching my channel remember Pong and that kind of thing. Okay, so this is Sparkling Stars, and man, it's so much fun to be with you guys. And let's just kind of take a listen. Now this makes use of the sequencer. Each of the 8 parts can have up to 64 steps in these, okay, so each part has its own sequencer, and each sequencer can have up to 64 steps, and you can even program variations inside of the sequences. So like this first part, let's see, let me just solo this, and this is the water harp, and I'm going to bypass effects again, because I want us to hear so we can kind of hear what's going on. So right now you can kind of see the sequencer going through its paces here. And we've got green key switches. And these key switches go through the variations. So not only do you have a 64-step sequencer per part, but each sequencer can have like up to 12 variations, or maybe even more. I'm not sure exactly, but the water harp alone has 12 variations, and then we can go through them with these key switches here. So here we go. Up here, see, so I can just hold that key switch down, and it selects variation number 2. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, okay, so the variation might be, okay, let me see. Let me go back to variation 1. Okay, because I've got this soloed. Now let's see what happens when I... Okay. Interesting. Learning so much as we go. Okay, let's see. What are we doing here? Okay, sequencer 1. Let's kind of reset this and try it again. Now let's try the variations now. Okay, for some reason, very cool. Let's see, let's go to variation. Yeah. Okay. So I'm still trying to get used to some of these features. Let's go to another sequence. Let's go to another sequencer and see what we can do here. Sequencer and layer, shimmering chords, and this uses the XY pad. Okay, I'm gonna hit that again. And shimmering chords. Yeah, see what we've got. Yeah, shimmering chords, XY. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, C64, Commodore 64 and Spectrum were just, I mean, it was just like ahead of their times, and they started quite a bit. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just hit that again. Try it. Then I'm gonna go ahead and change my XY pad on the so X. I'm gonna go ahead and just okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and change it here. So CC3 is X. CC3. Okay. Oh, is it already assigned? Let me see. Okay, yeah, CC3. Let's do CC3 for X and Y. Let's go with CC4, because you can go back and change these, but let's see. So CC4. Some of these are already pre-assigned. So let's see. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's see if that works. Okay, I've got X. Okay, let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there we go. I've got it now. So in the SL88, the foot controller is assigned to 3. So now we've got it hardwired, so we can go through and just kind of play with this. So what's doing that crazy? And then the thing is, with each step, we can have control over transposition, volume, velocity, tuning, fine tuning, the note length, and there's so many different things that we can do here with this. Let me zoom in so you can kind of see all of these different things we can do within the steps. So we've got velocity, volume, pan, transpose, tune, length, notes, and send effects. So we can actually use the sequencer to control what goes to the effects. Okay. But the sound quality that I'm hearing is just very beautiful. Good to see James and Rivermint. Welcome. Okay, let's go to Fancy Elf's Dance. Let's try that. So I'm just for safety, just hitting that exclamation point just to make sure. Yes, it does. Let's see. Let's try. Let's see what this this sequence does. So I'm at 80. So let's just go up to 150. Yeah. So it does sync to the clock. So let's go back to 80 again. And the CPU having all of these different parts. And the modulation wheel kind of fades things in and out. So let's see where the key splits are. Let's see where the key ranges are. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, let's see. It is kind of like a wave station. Yeah, it is kind of like a wave station. Just bringing multiple layers of things together. And the sequencer is really doing a lot of stuff here. Those textures. Okay, let's just take a look at, wow, there's just so much going on. Okay, classic drum groove, that'd be interesting to see what might be happening with this. Okay, let me just try resetting it again. Okay, so this is using the sequencer to play the drum kit. Let's just bypass the effects. Lou, it's hitting it pretty hard on multiple layers, and I think especially those that are using a lot of convolution. Convolution is very hard on CPU. Okay, now let's see, like the. And this kind of takes it through the variations. That's pretty cool. get some drum kits and percussion. Let's see. I've got to figure out why we're not able to load. I'm not really happy about the loading unless I'm not being patient enough. But it seems like we got some issues with things loading sometimes. And see, you've got all of these different banks of presets that you can, create for yourself when you find some different things that you like. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not real happy with how it's the loading is kind of crazy for me here. So let's see. I've got to look into that some more. I thought that was the case, but I'm seeing the progress bar and I'm making sure that it's not all the way. I'm not sure if all the samples are getting loaded like they should be. But that's something definitely I'm going to check with Chris Hein and Best Service on to make sure I understand what's going on. Because to me, that shouldn't be. Let's go to pianos and keys. And Epic Keys. Yeah, we're doing this again. And it might be a memory thing. But see, yeah, and see, like right here, it seemed like we did load it. And then for each of the parts, we can go in and select something different. Wow, thank you so much, Sinsum. I appreciate that. Just appreciate it. Yeah, this is Joyful Journeys. This is just such a wonderful time, and I love doing this live with all of you. I love doing it live. It's just such a blessing for me. Such a blessing. So let's do this. Piano panic layer. Why not? Okay, yeah, okay. So I'm going to have to do some more diving into this. Okay, I'm going to just delete it. I'm just going to delete this. I'm going to do this again because I love troubleshooting. That's one of the things that happened with me is that I love. I can't stand it when something doesn't work right, and my wife will tell you sometimes it gets a little crazy. Because I want things to work, and if things are not working, I want to find out why, and because I know that it's so let's go back to keyboards here. Let's go back to pianos and keys and go to let's see if we can find that one that we're looking at, piano panic layer. Okay, so it's still doing the same thing. But I'm going to dismiss this and see if it'll play anything. No, it does not. Okay. Let's see if we can get something to load. And yeah, it's hard for me to drop it. It's hard, like you're seeing it in action right now, Richard. And FN, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. Okay, so I'm going to just reinitialize this. Okay, so this is the sad piano. But I'm telling you, they're definitely onto something here. It's just such a beautiful. The sound sources that I'm hearing are just fabulous. Let's go back. Let's go to the plucked and yes, Fred, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for all the support. Let's go to a guitar blend, and I'm gonna actually hit the load button here. A lot of times I'll double click on something, and I'm seeing this here. If you guys can see this too, when I'm loading something, it's bringing up this additional dialog box here. And I'm thinking that might be an indication of something not quite right. And let me just see something too. A lot of times Kontakt will, okay, file not found. Okay, that's what we're doing here. That's what it is. So it's looking for a file that's not found. And I think, I installed, the installation process, but at least we found out what it is. That's what it is. So if you go down to the bottom of Kontakt, you can see down in the bottom, there's an info thing there that, but that lets me know what's going on. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go on to something else. We're going to go ahead and do an Ask Me Anything. We'll go ahead and do an Ask Me Anything, and then I'll do some more research, and then we can come back because the good thing about it is Best Service has given me a copy of Octa to give away, and so I'm going to come back. And make sure because I was loading patches and everything was looking good. And then you go live, it's go, well, file not found. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to re-download everything, make sure everything is installed and the patches that we were having issues with, making sure those are loading. And then we'll come back on the next live stream and kind of revisit it again and give one away. And so make sure you use the link in the description to sign up for the Wheel of Fun. But this is what we're going to do. This is the Ask Me Anything wheel. And so this has questions that people have submitted, that viewers have submitted on the form, on the website, from the description, the links, the sign me up links. And so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to spin the Ask Me Anything wheel, and then we'll just get into answering whatever pops up. And so are you ready for this? Yeah. So Kyle, what I did a batch resave. I did it live. I did it live. It seemed like that it didn't take that long to do it. Yeah. So I'm going to do some research, Chris and Kyle. But let's spin the Ask Me Anything wheel and see what comes up. Are you ready? This is. I'm kind of nervous here. Here we go. Where will the Ask Me Anything wheel land? Oh no. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I was hoping this. I was hoping this was going to come up. Okay. So. Okay, so what musicians inspired you as a child, and what was the first digital piano or MIDI controller you ever played? What are some of your favorite psalms from the Bible? Okay, so that's quite a few questions. Yeah, the Wheel of Fun. That is great. Okay, so we'll take these a little bit. We'll take these a little bit at a time, a little bite at a time. But I've got to do this. I've got to look this up and see if I can play a little bit of this for you because, oh man, because this is going to really do it in a nutshell. Yeah, come on, work with me here. Okay. Okay, so this is an incredible musician. Let's see, let me hide the... Leon Patillo has got to be the gentleman that really inspired me playing so much early on. Leon used to play with Santana. He played keyboards with Santana for a brief period of time, and then he moved into Christian music. And this is, I'm going to just play you a little clip of this.
Music kind of excitable.
This is from a live concert. This really changed me. Really inspired me in such a way.
Excitable music.
Okay.
Don't mess with the person that likes mellow music. Okay. Just let him do his thing, okay?
Okay, let's see.
If you're the kind of person, so let's just don't mess with
okay.
You Bible scholar.
Yeah, this just gets me going like nobody's business. Oh man. So this is, so what he's doing, he's on stage, he's got a Yamaha CP70, Mini Moog on top, and Oberheim OBXs with the sequencers, and he's doing it all. This is a one-man thing. So this is before MIDI, this is before, it's all Oberheim stuff, and C70. And it's just one of my favorite things. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, here we go. We just got to do this. Yeah. Okay, and so let me fast forward. Let me fast forward it a little bit. Because he goes into a music break. It's just killer for me. I mean, that's a Mini Moog soloing on that. And he's got the drum machine, the Oberheim drum machine, the DMX, and he's programming it with a cassette recorder in between songs. So he would have to do a song, and then he would do it on the piano to load up in the next song. I mean, it's just fabulous. And just do a search for Leon Patillo, Dance Children Dance. I'm telling you, it was incredible. And then you've got that CP70. Yeah, and actually, well, one of my first experiences in a recording studio was playing a Yamaha CP70. It was like, we have this electric grand piano, and that's what we're going to use for the recording. And that's what, that was my first kind of like experience recording with a group in a studio, was playing a CP70. And yeah, Nigel, another fun one from this live project was Born Again. There's so many good songs, just a fabulous musician. He was actually here in town when I was in high school, and of course I had to go, you know, and so he stepped out in the audience and I got to sing a little duet, just, you know, unexpected, but yeah, fabulous inspiration for me. Let's just look and see what some of the other, and then in high school, musicians were, you know, I had two guys in high school, Brian Rowe and Donnie, played drums in jazz band. Brian played guitar. Dale Jackson played bass, and Dale introduced me to, like, you know, funkadelic and the crazy stuff. And then Brian and Donnie were like really big into Rush. And so Donnie was trying to duplicate Neil Peart, and Brian was doing oh my gosh, I can't believe Alex Life's, yes, Alex. So, you know, so that's kind of like what I learned 5/4. You know, we were playing Subdivisions and stuff. And then in jazz band, we played Spyro Gyra. We played all kinds of so many different things. And it was great. It was great to be exposed to jazz. Jamie Abersole, he came in and did some clinics at the school, and just being exposed to so many different musicians and so many different musicians and that type of thing. And my first keyboard, let me tell you, my first keyboard was a small Magnus chord organ that had the fan in it, and you would honk, honk. And I think Dave Hilowitz even created a decent sampler of a Bontempi fan chord organ. But I would take that little organ and I would take it to church. I was in about 6 or 7 years old, And I would sit it against the wall. And you can hear a little bit more about this at the VSL Great Rieger organ video. I talked a little bit about this, but I took that organ in and I just set it against the wall where the other musicians, the piano and organ player were. I just play along. The thing is, music attracted me. I was like 5 years old, and I literally would walk up to the piano and sit next to Bob Johnson, the piano player. He was a very precious gentleman. He was blind, but he could play everything. He played piano, organ, banjo. So I would just go and sit next to him and just watch. So I was absorbing that. I was drawn to it. You know, it was like somebody would ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up. Well, I was going to be a musician. I was going to be a praise and worship leader. I was going to be in music ministry. That's what I was going to be when I grow up. And like, here I am. I'm still working on growing up, but that's what I am. I'm just so grateful for those opportunities. Wow. And some of my favorite Psalms, I think that was another question. Let's see. Oh, and my first keyboard, my first synth keyboard. So my first setup, it consisted of an Akai AX80 keyboard, a TX7 FM module, an RX11 drum machine, a sequencer. I think it was the sequencer, Yamaha sequencer that was like the TX7. And so that was like my first setup growing up, right after high school, I guess, you know. Yeah. So let's see, what are some of my favorite Psalms in the Bible? And I tell you what, you know, you've got to say, I love Psalm 34. Let's see. Oh man, let me see if I can look this up. Yeah, there's a great song here. Let's see. And I love singing the Psalms. Let's see. I will bless the Lord. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the King James Version. Let's see. Magnify the Lord with me. Let us exalt his name together. Glorify the Lord with me. Come exalt his name forever. I will bless. You see, yeah, I can't get started. This poor man cried, and the Lord heard him and saved me from my enemies. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. He'll give you everything. He'll give you everything. And then Psalm 139. Psalm 139 is another one. And I'm claiming this one. I guess this is my theme scripture for the year. I always pick out like a psalm or a scripture. And it's like, I will praise the Lord, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And then Psalm 134:17. This is it. Joyful expectations. Let's see. Wow. How precious also are thy thoughts unto me. O God, how great is the sum of them. If I should count them, they are more in number than the sand. When I awake, I am still with thee. Surely you will slay the wicked. Depart from me, you men of blood. For they speak against you wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. And then down at the bottom, search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. 139 is just for me a joyful expectations of things. And so I hope that's just some fun things from this first Ask Me Anything. First Ask Me Anything. So let's see. Let's see. I'm just trying to look at the chat here. And the thing is, I loved visiting. There were two music stores, Music Warehouse and Far Out Music. Far Out Music was the Roland dealer, and Mom's Music was the Yamaha dealer. And I just love to go in and dream, just to look at these beautiful pieces of equipment and keyboards, and just kind of get my hands on some and play and dream a lot. I can remember the first time I saw a Memory Moog in person when it first came out, and it was a great experience. Wow. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Let's just kind of have some fun with this. This is something from Native Instruments. Let me pull this up here. And this is free for a little bit. I think until this weekend, I think, is the last weekend for it. So let's see here. Okay, so we can do that. And I'm still trying to get my head wrapped around Kontakt 7. And let's see if we can get it to show up here. Can we get it to show up here? There it is. Because one of the things I found out just exploring this is that Kontakt 7 uses different hooks into the graphics engine. It uses a different approach, and so I have to use the game capture in OBS to get this. So HIFA, let's just kind of go to their site and look and see what's going on with this. Yeah, this is a free synth, and I think you get a $25 voucher. And this is good, I think, until January 16th. So you've got a few more days to grab this. And you know, really for what it is. And I think it's actually going to be, they're not going to offer it anymore after this. So HIFA. So let's see. I think it says once it's gone, or something like that. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. So let's go to the side. Let's go to the side camera while I can't do that. Okay. So I think, yeah, there we go. Okay. So let's get rid of this. There you go. Good to see everybody back. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. So let's go back and just go through this, and I'm going to leave links in the description. And HIFA is very different here. Different textures. It's got an AB, but I do not see a way that you can learn this, because I would love to have that on the XY. And the mod wheel does the tremolo. You know, Brian, I think I do like the Nord key. I like the Nord keyboard. I'm not necessarily a big fan of some of the sounds, but yeah, I kind of like the keyboard, and I think they use Studio Logic or FATAR. I think they use FATAR keybeds, which are the same keybeds they use in the Studio Logic controllers. So let's see. Let's go and load another sound here. And again, this is like interesting to see how they have these grouped in this new browser format. So you've got two sound sources. And then we can go in here and kind of see what's going on with that. And of course you don't, let's see, I'm trying to see. Some really nice sounds. It's got some nice things going on there. And then I kind of like, this is kind of cool, that you can drop the categories down. Let's go to keys and let's go. Yeah, that's cool. And we can put the little favorite there if we want to. Yeah, now this is kind of nice. This kind of sounds like a little bouncy. Okay, now let's see what we can do here. I've been experimenting with some of the UJam plugins, and let's see. Let's get the yeah. So this is Solid from UJam. I've been kind of having some fun playing around with it. Let's see. Let's get a nice little groove going here and see what we can do. And then you can control the fills and that kind of thing. Okay, now let's go back to Haifa. And when you do the mod wheel, it does some kind of tremolo and then you push it all the way up. Okay, let's keep this going and go to another sound like, let's see. Oh, wow. Let's go to multiplicity. I'm gonna find something that goes with this. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of quirky. That's kind of cool. Got latch on. Let's turn the latch off. You know what? I've got those. I've not fired them up yet. I think I've got strings, and they were so cool to send me these to check out. So you know what? Wow. You know, that is something that is going to change. Okay, so Omer Al-Soma. Yeah, Omer Al-Soma. Yes, that's something that is going to change down the road. There's a new company that is developing effects and plugins and virtual instruments for GPUs as well. So you can CPUs are just continuing to get very powerful, but GPUs are starting to move in where we can leverage that computing power. And so this is something that a company is doing already. And then, yeah, there's so much that's going on with that. Yeah, parallel processing, trying to, you're shoving so much into these pipelines. And so being able to offload some of that to maybe a GPU or another processor is something very interesting that I'm looking forward to seeing what happens more. Let's see. And let's just check out elevator keys. Just some basic sound. Yeah, Unify, Mr. Tugwell. Yeah, Unify is very efficient. Shane has made Unify so CPU efficient in thread utilization. It's just brilliant what he's done with that. Okay, let's see. Ooh, this is nice. Okay, this is called Phalite. That's wild. It's just fun to experiment with these sounds, and especially if it's free. And I think it's a way for them to move people into using Kontakt 7. Let's see. Let's go to pads. Some pads. Ooh, let's see. Let's mess with the glide some. So there's a lot of fun possibilities with Haifa, and check that out. And I'm gonna, I think I've got the links in the description, but if I don't, after the stream, I'll make sure that I have that in there. Okay, so let's how about another spin of the Ask Me Anything wheel? So I'm going to close this one. I'm going to go ahead and take it off just so we won't spin it again. So. Oh man, Frank, yeah. If Expressive Eve would send me one, I would love it. I think that is moving into another generation of expression controllers. Listen. Okay. So this is a challenge. This is a challenge for you guys. So send Expressive V a message and say, hey, send Simeon an Osmos, and I'll show it. And yeah, so you never know. Somebody said the question you never ask, it's always no. So so that would be kind of cool. I love the fact that and let's maybe pause the wheel. Watching how expressive it is, and it seems like each note is almost like a touche device that. It's phenomenal what it's doing. That you can strike it like a key, you can move it down like an expression pedal, you can glide side to side, aftertouch. There's so much going on, and it actually it puts you in a position where you're playing like a violin or a guitar, where you have more articulations. It's more than just notes going on and off, and that's what fascinates me, is to be able to just have that type of expression. That would be fabulous. Frank, man, that would be really fabulous. I would love to have that opportunity. I would really love to have that opportunity. So let's spin the Ask Me Anything wheel. And today's been a little different. It's been a little casual, but that's what it's all about. It's about the joy of taking the journey together with you. So here we go. I'm going to spin the wheel of Ask Me Anything. Okay, what should I call this? So I know the Wheel of Fun. So what should we call this? The Wheel of Ask or something like that. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's see what the next question is going to be. What's the next question on the Ask Me Anything wheel? And will Simeon know the answer? Stay tuned to find out. Oh, man. Okay, which Fender Rhodes MIDI stimulates the real instrument, includes the imperfection? Okay, so I'm the AMA wheel. Okay, the AMA wheel, the wheel of the wheel of knowledge. Well, it's the wheel to see what my knowledge is. I tell you what, there are a couple of that come to mind right away, and I'm going to see if I can load this up. I'm going to see if I can load this up in Kontakt 7 while I've got this here. Well, let me see. Let's see. Okay, you know what? I might not have it here. I might not have it in this one. I wonder, man. Let's see. I'm going to, bear with me here for a second. I'm going to see if we go to pianos and keys, and then I'm going to go to all banks, and, okay, pianos and keys, and let's see if I've got this. Man, I can't believe I don't have that loaded up. But it is the famous E. The famous E by Orange Tree. Orange Tree is got to be one of my favorite Rhodes. Okay, I'm going to see that. I'm going to see something here. So here we go again. Just because I want you to hear this. If I'm going to be able to pull this up, I had to rebuild my system here a little bit ago, and so I wasn't able to register all of my libraries again. You know, Doug, Lounge Lizard was like one of the very first virtual electric pianos that I was able to feature on the channel. That's back about over 10 years ago, it seems like. I love it because it's physically modeled, and it's great. I love that. Let's see if I can pull up Native Access and see what it is. Okay, let's see if I can just do a search for. Okay, there it is. The famous E. So let's locate this and let me see if I can find it. I bet you yeah, so this is a little more. So I've got, look, this is like all of my hard drives. I know I've got so many of them in the red. And let's see. And I'm having so much, and this was a question too. How do you keep up with all of the different libraries? And let's see. Gee. So I know I've got, okay, there's Orange Tree. There it is. And there is the famous E. I'm going to select that, and then I'm going to confirm. Okay, the path is invalid. Well, we're going to see. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try locating it one more time. And famous E. There we go. Confirm. There we go. Okay, now let's see if we can. Let me see if I can pull it. Let me see if I can pull it up inside of this. Let me see if it registered it that fast, or if I would have to load this again. Okay, no libraries found. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to close this instance of Kontakt, and I'll just let you see what we're doing here. I'm going to delete this. This Kontakt instance, and I'm going to reinsert Kontakt again. I talk through a lot of stuff. I talk through the steps as I'm doing it, because it helps me to process. Okay, I don't think it registered it yet. No, but you know what? I'll I'll see what happens here. Yeah, I did. Okay, let me see. Let me go ahead and just delete it and add it again one more time. And yeah, I'm not seeing it. I love Orange Tree samples, though. They are great. Now, the EP73, that is like oh, let's see. This is one from Sonic Couture. And let me load this up. And this is one that is very nice. No, 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 no. Yeah, so this is like their, it's like a deconstructed EP, and this is kind of like on the fly. So, and it's very nice. I really like Sonic Couture's instruments. But let's just go. Let's move on. And what I'll do, I'll make sure that we get that going. But we have to mention Keyscape. And Keyscape is, to me, it's it's very accessible and easy to get to. They have just a fabulous selection of electric pianos and Rhodes. And I think it's between the Keyscape and the famous E piano. And Nigel, let me try it. Let me try that. Let me try doing that real quick, because I would love to be able to show that to you. So let's load this back up and go to Files, and let me see if I can just drop it from Explorer. Let's just go to Orange Tree Samples. Let me just see if I can drop the, okay, instruments. Let's see if it'll let me do that. Let me just see if I can just drag and drop the instrument on there. No, gee whiz, you gotta have the, let's see. Yeah, and it won't let me drag that. Yeah, so that's not going to work for us. So let's see. So I said, I'll answer the questions are kind of tricky. I know that Sonic Couture has like a real interesting deconstructed Wurlitzer, and it's just incredible. Well. And I know it's late for some of you guys, and I appreciate you hanging in there. And thank you for the great support. And let's see. Yeah, Keyscape is a great one. I usually go to that one a lot. I'll either go with the famous E once I have it loaded, and that one. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel of knowledge again, and see what happens. Oh, it still might play. Okay, well, let's see what happens. No matter what it looks like, it still might play. No, it's running in demo mode. Okay. Okay, we'll forget that. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel of knowledge one more time and see what happens. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one. This one needs a big sip here. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. So How did you get to perform so beautifully on a keyboard? Since how long do you practice piano? How did you get the idea to make videos about virtual instruments, and why? Congratulations for your wonderful job. You're so talented. And thank you so much. That is just very kind. So I guess if there's one thing that I can say that helps to play the way that I play is that if you've lived over, let's say 5 decades, I'll just leave it there, 5 decades, and you've played since you were 5, and that's pretty much been your life. So your life has become this part of you. You are like an instrument, and so you're learning and going through all these different experiences. I grew up playing for a lot of singers in our church and quartets. When I was in middle school and different things, we would travel around the area, and I would play piano for the groups, and that would just be what I did. As far as practice, that's been a bugaboo because it's like, I don't know if I've ever really had the discipline to sit down and actually practice, so to speak. I guess what I would say, I practice as I'm playing, like doing these live streams and stuff. It's like I'm experimenting, I'm practicing as I'm doing it, and learning new things. So that's a really I don't know, to sit down and just go over and over certain things would really, my personality, I'm just all over the place a lot of times, and to have that amount of focus, I admire. I have such great admiration for some of the artists that I see, the classically trained pianists that are just unbelievably phenomenal, as well as the musicians that you can set a piece of sheet music in front of them. They can read it just like they were seeing it. They only saw it for the first time, but yet they can play it like they've just breathed it. It's just an incredible situation. It's just amazing. Funny story is that when I was in high school, they wanted to send me to the Youth Performing Arts School. So that was real big. You know, they would have a special school for musicians and those in theater and that kind of thing. And so my choir teacher thought it would be a good idea for me to go to that type of school. So I went for an audition. And one of the things they wanted you to do is sight read something. And it was like, are you crazy? Are you kidding me? So they sit a piece of sheet music in front of me, just like some exercises. And I'm like going, looking at the note and trying to, is it FACE or is it Every Good Boy Does Fine? And it was like I was counting it and then playing it and counting it and playing it. And it was like, it was really stressful for me. And needless to say, I didn't get to attend the Youth Performing Arts School. But listen, I've literally been able to travel around the world, playing in different music ministry type of environments, been able to go to the Philippines and play in a service of over 100,000 people, some fabulous experiences that still boggle my mind today. Getting to go down to South America, to Brazil, different places there, Singapore, all over the place. And it's what great opportunities. One thing that I do say to people that are wanting to know how to improve is listen. Listen to different styles of music. Listen to different orchestral music, bluegrass, folk, different types of things, and hear what each thing has got to say. It's wonderful. So let's see, and I'm just checking the chat again. And Emmanuel, it's good to see you. Yeah, it's just, and Mr. Tugwit, I think that is a very amazing comment. It's who I am. The piano or the keyboard is an extension. It's like it's up here, and it's like I dictate it through here. I hear the orchestra, I hear the chords, I hear the music, and it's like if there was a way I could just plug a MIDI cable into the computer and dictate it, and it just comes out that way. It's just an amazing. It's an amazing experience. There are times when I'll listen to something that I've done, and I'm kind of like, oh, not, I can't believe that that's something that I did, because it just is something that comes so out of my heart. And Frank, I do read some. I can read chord charts and things. I'm a little better at that. But to sit like a classical piece in front of me or something, I'm just like. But my band director in high school, Mr. Frank, Skip Frank, bless him, Lord. He's been gone for a while, but man, what a wonderful man that spent time with me in like study hall, sat down and said, Simeon, this is the chord symbol for a major 7, and this is how you play it. This is how you read a chord chart. Just blew the doors open for me. It's just wonderful. And music theory, I took a semester of music theory, but it's getting into this thing where your brain has that mathematical and concrete side, then it has this artistic side. It's getting those two to talk together. The artistic side of my brain, I think, I look at it like a very high performance sports car. My ear hears something and I'm going for it already. And then the theory behind it is kind of back here catching up to it. So if I can get the theory to catch up to the ear, that's been the problem, or not a problem, but it's been my experience. It's been my experience with this, is getting the ear. And that is the thing with teaching children how to read music. It's because some children have what I have, where they hear what's being played and they record it, and then they go back the next week and play it back. And they don't bother reading the music. And when they're trying to read the music, their ear kicks in and kind of supplements that. So it's amazing. I just so admire Justin. You have my utmost admiration. I just would love to do that. I would love to be able to sight read and continue to improvise. Wow. Okay, let me just check. Guys, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Yeah. Oh, it's like an outer body experience that we're having. Wow, fabulous. I love this community. I love what the Lord has blessed me with, being able to have this channel. Another, we'll just touch on this. How did you get the idea to make virtual instrument videos, and why? And so it's because I love solving problems. And I was looking at different things on YouTube, and let me tell you. So one of the things early on, it was like, man, I can do videos about things, and people and these companies will send me free stuff. That was the mindset. And I'm talking about over 10 years ago when I first started the channel. And I was doing like earphone reviews, because I was looking for earphones and stuff, and said, man, wouldn't it be cool? Let me just see if I can get some of these companies to send me some headphones and in-ear monitors to try. And so that's kind of like what it started out with. Another way that this started was that I was, and I am the NDAs, I won't necessarily be able to share everything, but early on, I was fortunate enough to be able to be on some beta teams for some of the very early virtual instruments. And I can, some virtual guitar instruments, virtual drum instruments. I got to know Sven Bornmark, who was the father of Groove Agent and virtual guitarist. And man, it was such a blessing. I was in London doing some concerts, and I actually got to spend time with Sven Bornmark and just got to spend a day with him talking about things. What a fabulous thing. But the beta testing and all of that stuff, it led me to wanting to help people solve problems. It led me to say, I found this instrument and I want to share it with you. I want to share this. This is something that you need to know about. And it's like, it starts off with, you start off with, man, I can get free stuff from these developers. And then you realize, no, it's not about getting free stuff. It becomes a sacred trust. It's become a sacred trust for me that I really have a very sobering approach to this now that I didn't have 10 years ago or even 5 years ago. What this has become for me now, man, it is such a blessing, and I am so grateful to be able to have support from Vienna Symphonic Library, to now have support from orchestral tools, from Spitfire Audio, different companies, Best Service, to be able to say that you have that favor and that blessing. It's a responsibility for me, and I don't take it lightly. I will, to the best of my ability. You're always going to see me. You're going to see me interacting with an instrument. This is not about me selling you something or trying to get you to buy the latest library. That's never what it's about for me. It's about truly taking you on the journey with me. Because like today, we're going through stuff, we're running into some bumps in the road. That's part of the journey. And you guys get to come along. And I'm so grateful for YouTube for providing the platform. Excuse me. Yeah. And some of the links, like Best Service, I have affiliate links for Best Service and for audio plugin deals. Sometimes you'll see those. Sometimes a company will give me like a little financial support for making a walkthrough video, like for Kirk Hunter's new Kinetic Strings Plus and the Kinetic series. They give me a little support. And that's been the other challenge here, is that I want to work on more projects that will help me be able to sustain doing this, because my precious wife, Debbie, she says, man, you love doing this more than anything I've ever seen you do. You love this more than just about anything I've ever seen you do. And I guess the reason why I do love it so much is because I'm looking in the chat and I'm looking into this camera and I'm seeing all of you. And that is what makes it so special for me. But I'm never going to misrepresent a product. If I don't like it, if I don't think it's something that you're going to benefit from or be blessed by, I probably won't even show it. I would rather not show something than show something and it not be everything that I would want in an instrument, or and sometimes even if something might not be kind of crazy, I'll always try to find something good in it that could be helpful. Yeah, I just love it. Let me just, okay. And Matthias, let me just, I know we're kind of, this is just the different thing. Let me just see if I can pull this up. Because I do think sound paint is a really interesting instrument idea. One of the things that about sound paint that I hope that they improve is the file sizes. The file sizes really can suck the gigabytes on the hard drive. So let me see. I want to see. Okay, so we're rebuilding because I literally moved this from a slower SSD onto a faster one. So let me just pull up the. The desktop of doom. Okay, so let's go. Let's see. Let me see if I can pull this up with the woodwinds. And yeah, so I've got the soprano sax here. So let me go over here. And let's pull up the sax a little bit. David, good night. And let's see. And we're just, one of my favorites is the 80s legato. So I'm going to click on this and, oh, okay. So let me do this. Because I moved it, I'm going to have to, oh my goodness. So I'm going to rescan the libraries real quick. And now let's try this again. Okay, it's still missing. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and just do a full rescan. Good night, you guys. Oh, Emmanuel, hard drive management is the bugaboo. I mean, if you let me just, it's crazy. Let's see. Okay, there we go. We're loading now. We're loading now. So while this is loading, let me just pull this up. You can kind of see. This is my current drive situation. I've got a 520 gigabyte, 500 gigabyte C drive, 2 gigabyte data drive, which is almost full, and then I've got a terabyte here. These 2 terabytes are the VSL, and the content were M.2 internals that I pulled out and used like a little caddy. So these are now USB drives. And then I have, okay, no, it's the 1 terabyte. So I had 1 terabyte NVMEs. Yeah, the content 3 and content 2 and 3 are M.2 NVMEs that have been moved to USB 3. And content L and J are 2 terabyte M.2s that are internal. So so 2 so I've got 4 gigabytes of M.2 NVMEs internal, and 2 gigabytes of M.2 NVMEs external through the use of a little USB 3 thing here. And I've got a big backup drive, an 8 gigabyte backup drive here that I've got 2 other 5 terabyte backup drives stored to make project video backups and that kind of thing. So that's a little into that. So it's crazy. So this is the 80s legato saxophone from SoundPaint. For me, this is a very lyrical. That's why I've got that heart on there. I like that. Let's go to the 90s, the 90s legato and load that up. Let's see here. Okay, and we might still be having an issue with the patch. Okay. Okay, oh, we're loading other parts. Okay. Jeremiah, the speed difference on M.2s and NVMEs, M.2 and SSDs internally, while this is loading. So internally, if you've got M.2s on the motherboard, it uses twice the PCIe lanes. So you're going to get twice the throughput on the M.2 NVMEs internally as you would just the SATA 6. So you're going to get tremendous data throughput because you're using two PCIe lanes instead of just one that the SATA 6 uses. So that's the difference, and that's what makes those NVMEs on the motherboard so fast. And that's what I put my VSL libraries on because that's the fastest storage that you can do. So we're still loading up the this here, and we're getting close. And I'll just play a little bit more of this. This is the close. It's just so nice. I think they're really doing a good job, just kind of continuing to refine these instruments in SoundPaint. I think it's just a work in progress, but I love what I'm hearing as far as the instruments that they have. I just know the file sizes just need to be a little bit smaller for my taste. I'm going to load up the one more time. I'm just going to load up the rich ballad keyscape. And thank you guys so much for joining me. It's amazing. It's wonderful. And I'm going to go back and make sure I double check the chat. Yeah, this is the rich ballad keyscape C7. And it's just so great to be with you guys. Yeah. Wow. So this is Simeon, PraiseTracks.com, and I just thank you everybody again for submitting the questions. And if just go ahead and keep adding questions to the Wheel of Knowledge, and I'll look forward to doing this again soon. It might be like once a month or something like that. But I appreciate all the support, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon. And I think what I'll do is let's just go out with some more fun from Dick's studio, and I'm going to just advance it to the next one and just see what we can do here. Yeah. Let's see what we can do here. And then until next time, this is Simeon from PraiseTracks.com, and just reminding you to stay joyful, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks again. Stay joyful.